Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an LHMTV. It's a Tier 8 British light tank. It's located on the south spawn of Pilsen and it's under the command of SlyMeerkat. And he's in platoon with Unknown 69 and GeForce 73. Game started. Well, they only built one LHMTV. It's a very light tank. Between 4.5 and 5 tons in weight, so not much in the way of armour. And it's got two guns, 75mm and 85mm. That's the top gun, and well, it looks like he's got the top gun in this account. It's showing as 83.4. Turn of speed's quite good, up to 63 kilometers an hour, and he's managed to get to the spotting bush right in the centre without being seen by any of the enemy. Which means that he's going to get first sights on quite a few of the enemy and allow his teammates to get shots on them. Now he's nicely ensconced in that bush, except his rear's protruding out a bit, but well, the bush should give him enough coverage so he can see anything ahead of him, but if the enemy gets behind him he might have trouble. Now his rear is exposed there, just so long as the enemy doesn't see him. He's chosen a different position. Now that's much better. That looks as if he was actually fully in, but he decided to pull out of the bush anyway. Now the gun, the 85mm, is capable of 230 alpha, sorry, not 240, and penetrates up to 226mm of armour, and he's not carrying any premium rounds, but that would go up to 258mm of armour, so it's a gun with a very big punch. And you can see he easily put a round into that LT432, and quite a big round as well, because he got 229 hit points. And remember, the LT432's got an 85mm gun, which is only really capable of about 180 or thereabouts. So this little tank carries a huge punch, but it's not as low profile as an LT432, but it does have good light tank capabilities. And having that turret at the back means he can do things like this, reversing up a slope, just exposing the turret and leaving the body of the tank actually hull down, so to speak. Well, that Progetto is over the rise there. Oh, and he's got company, so he wouldn't want to get hit by that guy if he can help it. Udes? No, shot over the top of him. Now, he was seen, so yeah, he needs to be careful just in case. LHMTVs are difficult to hit because they move so quickly, but not that difficult. They're not as difficult to hit as the wheelies, which are virtually impossible to take out of the game. At least these tanks, you hit them in the tracks, you will disable the tracks, you'll detrack them, and then you can kill them. With the wheelies, if you hit them in the wheels, yes, they just keep on going, which is one of the reasons why I think Klaus Kellerman doesn't like them at all. Well, that Udes locked on, fires around, gets some spotting assist, but doesn't actually get any damage, and well, needs to get into cover quickly. The Udes is a one shot, and I think he knows this, so he wants that kill. Goes for the weak armor at the rear and puts the round in, gets his first kill. Okay, the enemy's moving down the railway track. T92 HMC in the centre. He's going to come up behind, give him a bit of surprise butt sex. Yeah, 223. He gets killed, so he gets the assist on that one as well. He's doing well so far. In fact, actually, he didn't get the assistance on the T92, at least not as far as I know, but he certainly did get a lot of assist off the Udes. Okay, so I think he's now going to try and locate where those Progettos are without getting killed. And popping up behind them might give him a chance to get some rounds into them. And also allow his teammates to get some damage. He locks onto one, pulls back to prevent them returning fire. But now they've been located, our teammates can now do some damage. And he's already picked up 591 assists. He's reloaded, 8-second reload. Where is the enemy? There's the Udes, there's the Barask. Puts a round into the Barask, avoids any return fire, waiting for the shell to reload, and another round into the Barask. That Barask must be feeling right peeved right now, but he's got a 105mm gun, and this is where the LHMTV can be quite useful. Oh, kill shot. That guy must have been on a reload, and that's why he couldn't return fire. So he's got 2 kills now, and he's off to find the enemy up in the north. As far as we know, there's no enemies in plain sight, because otherwise he would have received fire when he was hovering around the railway tracks from over here. But yeah, there's nobody over here, so it looks like he's going to be going after the enemy Arty. There is an enemy Arty in this game. It's the GW Tiger P, and as you know, they're very slow Arties. So he's either in the centre or he's in the bushes over in K1. Not K1, sorry, A1. Get it right. Okay, so he's not over this side because no Sixth Sense went off. But as he gets closer to A1, it should go off. Yes, there's the GW. And he's now getting out of sight, so he can skirt the edge of the cap. And the GW goes down, so he gets the Assistant Patrol GT medal. And there's only 3 enemies left, so some of the tank destroyers must be up here. He's been spotted again. It's a Striv S1. Oh, dangerous. He fires around, tries to get below his gun depression. Well, gun depression, his vehicle depression. The Striv wasn't looking at him. He finds a Kanonen Jagdpanzer, and he's hiding behind the wreck, but lighting these guys up. So he's going to pick up a load of assists, puts one in, but takes around from the Kanonen Jagdpanzer. Can't afford to take another one, but the Kanonen's almost dead, and he's gone. And that is game. So what a great game by Sly. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Ace tanker for SlyMeerkat in the LHMTV. He managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, or 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. And he got a patrol duty because he was the only tank spotting at least 6 enemy tanks whilst they were damaged by his teammates. And yes, he did an excellent job highlighting where those enemies were and even putting rounds into them as well. I'm sure that Barask is really hurting the fact that he popped up over the edge and he was able to spin the tank to a stop right in front of the Barask and empty a round into him to finish him out the game, just whilst the Barask was in reload. So yes, just goes to show the deficiency of the Barask is that reload time. It is abominable. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, when we look at team score, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. The highest damage actually was the T28 prototype with 2,545 hit points. Then came the T44 with 2,495. Then the CS53 with 2,251. In fact, actually, he ended up with the 5th highest damage because the Wizzy 111-1G managed to get 1,977. And he shared the next spot with the GW Tiger P on the enemy team. They both had 1,910 hit points, joint 5th. And when it came to kills, well, he's a little higher up table, joint 3rd. The 4 kills went to the prototype, 3 kills went to the T44, 2 kills to Sly, the Charioteer and the 50 TP, and the Wizzy 111-1G managed to get 2 kills as well. When it came to base XP, it was Sly. He was doing all the spotting, or most of the spotting, and therefore he earned the points. 1,351 XP, base XP, 863 went to the T28 prototype, and 817 to the T44. He fired 13 rounds, got 9 direct hits, 9 penetrations, damage of 1,910 hit points, all of it at close range. Received 1 hit, it was a penetration, I'm afraid. That was, can't remember who shot him actually in this particular instance, but yes, he did receive a round. 8 enemy vehicles spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and 5,280 hit points of spotting assist, and that's what put him up to such a high base XP. 38,627 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply took away 52,900 credits. He received 1,351 XP, 12,162 from personal munitions payout, and 304 for playing in the platoon. Took away 14,493 experience points altogether. That's a very, very good score indeed. So, not a bad ace tanker. In fact, a very good ace tanker for SlyMeerkat. And he really played the LHMTV for what it's worth. A very fast, manoeuvrable little light tank, which has got a very good gun. No armour, but very good gun. And is a very decent tank to play in. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.